How are your relationships supporting your full present vitality of being? What of your relationship with yourself is supporting this? Now, there's a cup of reality. Vibration that you hold in your interaction with others shows the vitality in your connectedness inside. I take these words for myself. How do we then change ourselves? Will we shift the way that our vibrational frameworks and relationships are structured by stating a pure intention? It has to become a full body, whole life experience. And when it does, it's there. It's as simple as that. Full body there awareness of whatever it is that you're intending to shift into in your life, be it relationally harmonious reality to prevail, be it achievements of ability or expression, be it the finding of a sense of ease and having enough, being enough, knowing that whatever you need is there for you. Not because you have all the money in the bank account to pay for it, but because you have all the energy and openness to allow that information to flow to you, through you, in the world that is inside of you, around you. Information and energy. This is what nature is. It flows with continuously. Life can be measured. Its vitality can be measured by measuring the energy and the information. How much information is able to flow into my being, through me, through my relationships. And if the information doesn't want to flow, then why? What is the energy that might be aligned with this information? And can I shift that information energy imprint to a different key? Different scales of notes form different keys. What is the resonance of what you're feeling in yourself when you feel into your relations with others, your interconnectedness, the vitality of the flow within your own being, the different parts of yourself interacting, being in relationship in all ways and all the time, organs working together in symphony, all the thoughts of the life working together to create that musical interlude of your present story. I chose just to come and talk with you today and share some thoughts as they flow, having been sparked to inspiration myself. I didn't know what I was going to say or where I was going to go with this particularly, but I wanted to just sit down and connect, because I know that many people are struggling to find a sense of safety, a sense of balance and belonging within a world that has shown so much harm being done. And it's happening globally in the big arenas of countries interacting with one another in harmful ways. And it happens on a day-to-day level in every life. In the most peaceful of areas, far separate from war and famine, where enough is present for everybody, and still there will be experiences that are challenging. And sometimes even all our circumstance can be perfect, look perfect, having everything we need. And yet inside, the challenges can heap up, too big to feel surmountable. And it's in those times that we need to remember our ability to activate energy, to open to receiving information. We have to be calm, we have to be at ease, for that is the way of nature, that is the way of receiving. And we can and we do change the world every moment, sometimes choosing to keep it the same, feeling that changing it is just too far out of reach. We can feel this way about the things we want to achieve in our life, the challenges we need to surmount. By valuing ourselves enough to be totally present, to feel those feelings and see what is on the other side of them. If I have a desire, what does it feel like to have that desire fulfilled? Let me experience that so that I may have that. Remembering that, like a child, we are able to imagine and create our world, and we do, whether we practice it actively or not. We may be imagining it to be the way it is and always has been and clearly is, and everybody can see this is how it is. And yes, that is, and yet, what we feel about it, what we think about it, how we attach meaning to it, that is what brings it life, not the it itself. It's just matter and air getting held together by thought forms, energy and information, getting structured continuously by the mind of the tree, by the mind of the bird, by the feeling body of it all, of you and me. And so back to relationships, as we feel those relations vibrating within us. We can choose to bring in a different level of information, a different quality of information, different allowance of the energetic vitality. And intention guides it so. And with practice, it becomes more and more real. So we can intend good where harm has been bestowed on us, so that harmful energy is residing within others, as it can and does at times within ourselves, as we are all moving through this journey of remembrance, seeing and learning and understanding. We can appreciate that where others spew out in harm, where we spew out in harm in moments triggered, where I do, there lies an explosion of information and energy, powerful source of insight into what it is we want. And can we be brave enough to really get into what we want? Let go of that which is not that, and resonantly become in alignment with that. We don't need to hold another to account for blocking us from experiencing that. We can step into that, allowing ourselves to forgive them and thanking them for showing us, revealing to us the information and the energy from the depths of our being that wants to flow in a vitality and an alignment that will bring us our greatest joy. We get to know ourselves through others in this way, and we thank them for showing us. And we can thank ourselves for choosing, for activating and using our ability to resonate by our intention, our free will. How beautiful when we all are resonating in intention for that which we want in its fullness here now embodied. That being a easeful, peaceful, harmonious present wish, a desire. For any desire that causes harm to another will cause harm to the self, will perpetuate that negative flow of feeling. And that too is a choice. So we hold gentle space for ourselves in those places that trigger us and are very deeply disturbing. Those things that can cause us deep wounds and hurts. It can overcloud our sense of joy and connectedness, blocking the flow of energy and information in our bodies. And just by gently remaining aware and present and choosing to be gentle with those parts that hurt so deeply, choosing to be loving, choosing to let the intention behind that inner attention become one that heals and holds gentle space, allowing us to then become stronger to hold that space for others. As within, so without. May you be blessed as above, so below.